What's up, friends, and welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your information overlord, Johnny Rogers.
And I am the potato queen, Charlotte Dobray. And if you're new to the channel, we find the most interesting news stories on the internet and then we make them more entertaining. But for real though, if you're new here, you should subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button now. Why, you ask? Well, because we post new content all the time.
All the time.
Plus, don't forget to stick around to the end because we will be answering some of your comments from previous videos.
So Johnny, have you ever wondered what happens when you fart in space?
Yeah, I really do. That seems like something they should have tested immediately.
Yeah, I feel like, technically with like air flow and pressure, like
Can they light a flame and like...
Well, it's not that part I'm concerned about. It's like if an astronaut is in like zero gravity and they fart, is the fart gonna like send them flying?
I don't think it would send them flying. I think it would like just shift them.
Just shift?
Just shift.
Kind of like a curve?
Them and just turn them.
Fart propelled?
Fart propelled.
The former International Space Station commander Terry Virts, who's been around our little blue planet's orbit twice, and he's even piloted a space shuttle by the name Endeavour. Well, he recently got into a debate about farts in space. You know, because that's a very, very important subject. It is! What?
The debate was started on Twitter, where all great debates happen. Katie Mack, who is an astrophysicist and freelance science writer, recently tweeted, "Magnetic boots make a lot of sense for zero-G scenes on TV shows, spaceships, but you know if it were real, there'd always be some weirdo floating around upside down to annoy everyone." The experienced astronaut, who I'm assuming has a lot of time on his hands now, was the first to comment by saying, "If it were real, you'd have your first step stuck to the ship and then you wouldn't be able to move."
The debate continued from there about the idea of magnetic zero-G boots, with the odd person joking about having Velcro boots instead. The debate really began though when someone replied, "Can flatulence provide propulsion in zero-G? And will future etiquette evolve to destigmatize this?" Terry quickly replied that no, it can't.
Leave it up to the professionals of space to destroy our farting in space dreams. How awesome would that be? It's not like if you fart in space you could smell it, although I would hate to be the guy that has to clean all the suits when they come back to Earth. No one ever thinks about that. The best part about his response is that he said it with such confidence, meaning that old Terry's probably giving this a go while in space. I'm sure in between missions they have a lot of downtime.
I mean, if Chris Hadfield had time to record himself singing David Bowie's Space Oddity, then Terry definitely had the time to test flatulence as a form of human propulsion. I mean, you get pretty bored in space, don't you? It is important to note though that Terry wasn't the first astronaut to straight up reject this farting in space myth. Terry's colleague Mike Massimo was asked back in 2017 what happens when you sneeze and fart in space.
I hope they meant that separately and not at the same time. That's a disastrous thing when that happens. You feel a sneeze coming on and then fart instead. Oh, the worst. In an interview with Gizmodo, he stated that sneezing would give you a slight kick into motion, but when it comes to farts, Mike says it's easier said than done. Whenever someone says something like that, I feel like there's someone out there that's just been egged on and they're like, I'm gonna test this theory to see if I can do it.
We want to hear your thoughts on this story though. Do you think it will ever be possible for farts to move humans in zero gravity?
I feel bad for Terry. I mean, he's this experienced and intelligent astronaut with probably a ton of great knowledge, and the only thing that Twitter wants to know is, can farts move humans in space?
I mean, it's a genuinely interesting question.
I guess.
When a group of astronauts figure out how to make this happen, do you think they might be called the Poo Fighters?
Oh, that's a good one. Or maybe the Fartastic Four?
I like that.
Alright, enough with the fart puns. Let's check out some of your comments from the video titled, "Here's What's Really on the Dark Side of the Moon."
Joel Angel said, "I thought Megatron was on the dark side of the moon." Valid point.
Possibly.
Valid.
Could be on the darker side of the moon.
Bro, you're so valid.
So valid.
You are so valid right now.
A medal of valid for you. VDimmit30 says, "I knew it, ha ha ha, I was right, aliens do exist, ha ha, more laughs. I knew I wasn't crazy."
You're not crazy.
You sound crazy with the all caps though. Maybe tone it down and get those H's and A's more spaced out.
My agent types in all caps all the time. It always sounds like she's like yelling at me.
That'd be scary.
Check your email! You have a call back! Okay.
Relax.
Eric Hansen said, "Great video. I really thought there was no dark side of the moon, just the side we don't see."
Ooh, valid point.
Valid. You're so valid.
Valid, bro.
You valid, bro.
FDR Motivated Gaming says, "Like the shirt, Johnny, did you actually see the movie? It was the Venom shirt that I was wearing, and I did see the movie, but honestly, I like my shirt more than I like the movie, I think.
I think that's accurate.
The movie was kind of bad.
Reggie Ann said, I love Johnny, but he's getting on my nerves with these cringe jokes.
She put jokes in quotations.
Jokes.
Your jokes.
Cringe jokes.
Jokes are cringe.
Jokes are cringe.
Cringe. Not valid, bro.
Not you ain't valid. That is not valid.
Devalid.
Devalidate. Alright friends, thank you for watching InformOverload. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you want more videos like this one, just click the playlist that is currently flashing on your screen right now.
From InformOverload, I'm Johnny Rogers.
And I'm Charlotte Dobre.
And until next time, take care.